Good morning, YouTube. This is Zero. Doing some more Road to the Show.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Roberto Mota, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dennis Bacon. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Allen has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Mississippi leads it 3-0. Ready for another chance? Dennis Bacon, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Dennis Bacon.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A bullet to first base.
Shit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dennis Bacon.
Dennis Bacon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Batting is not my forte in this game. It's not yet.
Popped him up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 4-1. Ready for another shot now, Dennis Bacon.
Designated hitter, Dennis Bacon.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bump the runner at second with 1 away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The relay throw, well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Digging in and looking for more, Dennis Bacon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Runners on first with one down. Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in once again, Bobby Friedman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a flare out to left center.
You're scoring. You're scoring.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Striding in once again, Esteban Aviles. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Mississippi leads it 9-2.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Mississippi jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adam Saucedo earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Mississippi Braves and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Lawrence Michael, the lefty from the Hawkeye State, gets the nod to pitch in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Dennis Bacon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May howlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Batting eighth, right fielder.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Juan Spano. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Bobby Friedman. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pete James. He reached on a single in his first try. Bacon over at second. Friedman is over at first with one away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Center fielder number
Digging in to try it again, Henry Tamori. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dennis Bacon. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And quickly there are 2 away. Ready once again, Dennis Bacon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Bacon.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. Pump on second. Cologne on at first with 2 down. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Next will be the designated hitter, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Dennis Bacon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Runner at first here, one man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Allen is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Settling in now, Dennis Bacon. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Dennis Bacon.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Now the 0-1. This is line to left. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. Now the relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Now at the plate, Juan Spanoff, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
12-8 is the way this contest ends. The Bay Bears jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Lawrence Michael earns the win, his second. Max Fried allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to Cleveland.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. George Castro is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, it's awfully tough in today's game when your strikeout to walk ratio is less than even. Too many balls are put in play, plus you add that with the base on balls. That just shows me one thing. He doesn't have that one solid out pitch that he can get somebody out with.
Striding in, Dennis Bacon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Johnny Bump, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Bacon at second, Tamori at first, 1 gone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Hedrick, 2 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Bobby Friedman, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So striding in, Dennis Bacon. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
High in the air out to center field. Hedrick moves over. 2 down. Digging in now, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at bat.
Dennis Bacon.
First pitch of the at bat. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Bay Bears lead it 3-1. So a big moment here, and standing in, Dennis Bacon. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Comes set, now the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Bay Bears on top, 3-2.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Bay Bears jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. George Castro takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Tommy Douglas closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Bay Bears.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Mississippi Braves and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Odell Thomas, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Designated hitter, Dennis Bacon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. This could be two. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
God damn it. I suck at batting. Why maybe doesn't need a hitter? I'm a center fielder. God damn it.
Ready now. Dennis Bacon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Bacon.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Digging in, Dennis Bacon. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Holdridge stands at first with one out. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Go hard.
Holdridge rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores, and they lead now by 4. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Killian Quick. He singled his last time up. Popped him up. Braswell is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Into the box, Bobby Friedman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Men on third with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 5-1. Dennis Bacon will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here comes the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Hedrick is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at bat.
Dennis Bacon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground towards the hole, and it's through. A base hit. Cologne rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Good job. Way to get on base.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Bureau, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4 to 6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
6-2, the final total today. The Mississippi Braves took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Mike Phillips earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Odell Thomas was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Jason Hirsch works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 1st of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious.
coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. On to be a good one here between the Jackson Generals and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Richard Chang, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Standing in, Ernest Cabrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bacon on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressive.
Now to the plate, Tony Kennedy, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bacon moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few
Listen back to center
ones,
field again.
and
Does he
day
hit it
after
my
day,
ass?
They give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now batting, Dennis Bacon. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. From the stretch. Fouled away. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Wait, get on base.
So stepping in, Christian Colon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In there. Now the throw. And the throw's in fact dropped.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
At the plate, Killian Quick, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Richard Chang, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Leading off the inning, Dennis Bacon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Center fielder, Dennis Bacon.
First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, the tag, and they got him coming back to third.
Damn it.
So stepping in, Chris
Should have stayed a second.
Left fielder, Chris.
One out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Bacon has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Striding in once again, Dennis Bacon. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Dennis Bacon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the sixth inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Ready once again, Christian Colon. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
See if I can do this.
Bacon stands at second with no outs. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Digging in once again, Killian Quick. He flew out in his last at-bat. A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runner at second here with one man out. Pitch is popped up. Peralta camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Ready for another shot now. Rio Ruiz. He singled his last time up.
Rio Ruiz.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Ready for another chance? Chris Ferrillo.
Left fielder, Chris
Tyson leads off second with nobody out. Lifted in the air to center. Bacon is after it. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Geronimo Peralta.
Geronimo Peralta.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bacon is going to get there, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dennis Bacon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Kennedy is right there, one down.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So digging in now, Tony Kennedy.
Leading off for Jackson, center fielder.
Let's see if I can do this.
Kennedy.
Pulled toward right center field. Bacon on the move. He's there and records the first down. Now in the box, Dennis Bacon. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up. Meyer in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, he makes the stop. Got him.
Damn it.
That was a great defensive play there.
Oh,
you
well.
know, he's not the guy you necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Miguel Cairo claims the win out of the pen, his first. Raymond Yang hammers down the save, his second. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First with victorious Jackson Generals. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For Mississippi, 3 runs on 10 hits, 1 error.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Jackson Generals and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
See if I can play better than I did last time.
Adam Saucedo will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Left fielder
Kennedy stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Bacon moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Great
That
work
was
to
bad.
do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
I fucked up. I fucked up.
Into the box, Dennis Bacon is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now at the plate, Bobby Friedman, and their runners at the corners now.
Baseman, Bobby Friedman.
Here's the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Meyer is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game. That's the name of the game over at second base. It's not about range. It's not about arm strength. It's about turning every double play for your pitching staff. Making the routine play and making sure every two is turned.
Stepping in, Elliott Cornell. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Here's a look over to first. And the runner back. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 1-1 home.
Come on,
Drilled
D,
right
come
back
on.
up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dennis Bacon. He reached on a single in his first try.
Let's see what I can do for you folks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball left side. To his left, Peralta. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that bounce, I knew it was out.
Generals are on top, 3-0.
And keep in mind, I do not know baseball at all. I'm more of a football fan.
Inning, Dennis Bacon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this
a new
game
place,
up.
so I
Even
decided to
though
pick this
we're
up.
moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center.
That's
Cabrera over to his
Drop
right. He's got it one away.
I'd like to say thank you everybody who tuned in and watched this. Enjoying my misery.
Meyer, no hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Tamori. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Christopher Negron, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Peralta at second with 2 down. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Tamori sprinting after it, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Jackson leads this one 4-1. In now, Dennis Bacon.
I started the show last night, but I don't think I'm playing since yesterday. Going first.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
Nice.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB. A 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Stepping into the box, Bobby Friedman. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Look out as his bat shatters on impact. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Damn it.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Generals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Stephen Luis takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Raymond Yang records the save, his third of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First with victorious Jackson Generals. 4 runs on...
Let's see if I can do better this time around.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Jackson Generals and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Max Fried, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Digging in, Dennis Bacon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, heater gets turned around.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Colon. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Pitch is popped up. Meyer is there, and he's got it for the first out. On to first, and they get the double play.
Fuck.
With a moment now, let's
Should've
have a
stayed
look
point.
at the home
Should've
team
stayed
starting
put.
lineup. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their...
Ready now, Dennis Bacon. He singled his last time up.
Bacon.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. Changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Christian Colon.
Now batting. Second baseman, Christian Colon.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
So striding in, Pete James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over.
Damn.
So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We've played 2 full. Mississippi leads it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Meyer.
The first baseman, Jimmy Meyer.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bacon on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
How does my fielding go down?
Now, Dennis Bacon. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Bacon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Digging in and looking for more, Ildemaro Vargas.
Number 15, second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
2-2, here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Aviles is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Settling in now, Alex Munoz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Alex Munoz.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Bacon is there, 2 gone. Now back
Well,
to
the
the
fielding
top of the
going down.
lineup. Stepping in, Dennis Bacon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
This is line to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
That's the way to hit the ball
Well,
right
talk
there.
about
Good
having
job.
a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Second baseman.
Digging in, Christian Colon. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Striding into the box, Pete James. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Hit sharply on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 8th inning coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 4-2. Now to the plate, Alexis Uribe. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bump into shallow center. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Mississippi leads it 4-2.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Mississippi Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Phillips wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Lee Woodson wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 4 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Generals, 2 runs on 8 hits.
So I know why my feelings
And as we join
progressed.
the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning. So striding forward now, Dennis Bacon. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 0-1 grounded down the 3rd baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Odell Childs comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 33, Odell Childs.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Ozzie Arrojo takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Steve Lintner, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Coming to the plate now, Bobby Friedman. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. He's running, and here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Lintner. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Steve Lintner.
Come on,
This
beat
is
it
on
out,
the
beat it
ground
out.
over to first. To second for one. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get one.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
Stepping in, Pete James, and their runners at the corners now.
Pete James.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a soft liner, base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate two-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Sure.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Geronimo Peralta. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Peralta.
Lifted in the air to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Relay, 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 relay.
Relay, 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 2-2.
The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had
I don't
plenty
see
of
it.
air
I don't
under
see
it,
my
but he
fuck
got
up.
a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Aiken.
Here's the first pitch to him. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping into the box, Bobby Friedman. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. A little roller toward the hole. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Striding in once again, Steve Lintner.
Pitcher. Steve Lintner.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in and looking for more, Pete James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Bacon on third with 2 out. Popped up. Oh, and he misses it. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Ready for another chance? Michael Zavala comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners on first with 1 down. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing.
Digging in to try it again, Dennis Bacon. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First delivery to him on the way.
Come on.
This one's down to third. Peralta gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Mississippi's out in front, 6-3. Ready once again, Dennis Bacon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Dennis Bacon.
Here comes the
Hey,
first
Mystic,
pitch.
welcome.
Lifted in the air to center.
That's caught.
Kennedy is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
6-4 the outcome today. The Mississippi Braves
Alex Mystic
took
this
the
morning.
lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Phillips earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Carlton Leffler was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Lee Woodson closes the door for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game was
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Mississippi Braves and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Stuart McCaig, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Center fielder, Dennis Bacon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now to the plate, Bobby Friedman, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Kivlahan. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Mississippi leads it 2-0. Stepping into the box, Hunter Durham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Pensacola, the shortstop, Hunter Durham.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Spanos on the move. 1 down. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dennis Bacon. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
You're going, you're going, you're going.
Bump stands at second with no outs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hanson giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Digging in once again, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Hit high and deep to right center. Hanson sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Mississippi's out in front 7-1.
Oh, it's the baseball's more fun to play than
now,
watch. This is a good example of
He'll
it.
get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Lifted the other way out to left center. He's around first, heading for two. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Waylock takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And it's a 7-2 game now.
Fuck that one up.
Fans are loving that inside the Parker.
Ready for another shot now. Dennis Bacon. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Olsen has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
I can't hit to save my life today.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dennis Bacon. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hold on, hold it right there.
Up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Roy, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
At the plate, Elliott Cornell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Mississippi leads it 7-2.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Mississippi jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Richard Chang earns the win, his second. Stuart McCaig was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Mississippi Braves and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carmen Gill, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Settling in now, Dennis Bacon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Find the ball.
James is on his way home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box. Henry Tamori. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bacon leads off second with nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Matheson, and that's the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Bump. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Hit in the air out to left field. Olsen is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Standing in, Bobby Friedman.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Bobby Friedman.
Ready with the 1-1.
Dig.
Down to third. Matheson ranges to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Mississippi's out in front, 1-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dennis Bacon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Now at the plate, Henry Tamori. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Tamori.
The 3-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Johnny Bump. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bacon over at second. Tamori at first with no outs. Skied into straightaway right. Kivlahan moves over. One away. Digging in, Bobby Friedman. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Bobby Friedman.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here now the 2-2.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Mississippi leads it 1-0. Now at the plate, Lawrence Ponson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lawrence Ponson.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Bacon is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Dennis Bacon. He singled his last time up.
Dennis Bacon.
First offering on its way.
You got it, you got it.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
So stepping in, Henry Tamori. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. Bacon leads off second with one gone in the inning. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So here's the cleanup hitter, Johnny Bump.
Johnny Bump.
In the air out toward right field. Salgado ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Bobby Friedman.
The first baseman, Bobby Friedman.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 1-0. Stepping in, Dennis Bacon. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far.
Bacon.
He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. James aboard here at first with nobody out. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
How about it?
Stepping up to the plate, Henry Tamori. None out, runners at first and second.
Round
Hit
it, pick
toward
up the
the
ball.
right side. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, Met, credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
Ready now, Dennis Bacon. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher.
And a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So striding in, Rich Olson.
Now batting, left fielder, Rich Olson.
The 2-2. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a solo shot here to left center field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dennis Bacon. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Kivlahan is there.
Grab it.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, Mark Barker.
The catcher, number 9, Mark Barker.
The 0-2 home. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bacon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dennis Bacon. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
So we got him swinging. Dennis Bacon is retired to kick off the inning.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Barrett Aston claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Coming to the plate now, Dennis Bacon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Dennis Bacon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Line towards center field. On a base hit, so a great start to the ninth as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big inning start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Pete James. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Killian Quick. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. The 1-1 pitch.
Way to
His
go. You're
put in
here.
play to
You're
the
here.
right side of the infield. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So a big moment in the ball game here. Michael Holdridge, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Grounded softly to the right. To his right, Flores. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we still have no score. Odell Childs comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Odell Childs.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Barrett Aston gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the now in the box, Dennis Bacon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And another foul ball. Hit on the ground is short. Durham has it. And there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Enrique Flores. He reached on a single in his first try. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center.
2-2-2.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. So digging in now, Lucius Hippern. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. The 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how.
Stepping into the box, Dennis Bacon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit on the ground to third.
God damn it.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The pitcher, Eric Carrillo, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. Stepping up now, Dennis Bacon. First pitch on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looped out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So nothing happening this time. In now, Lawrence Ponson.
Yeah, I'm sucking it up to this game.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bacon has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Dennis Bacon. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line. Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Welcome to MLB. Digging in, Dennis Bacon. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Down the third baseline. On a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to left field. Hippern looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Patrick Kimlahan, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dennis Bacon. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Striding in once again, Bobby Friedman. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Quick on second. Bacon on at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Digging in to try it again, Elliot Cornell. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at bat. Oh, and 1, here it comes. This is on the ground over the first. Reined in. And there's out number 2. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in and looking for more, Dennis Bacon. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ponson is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in once again, Bobby Friedman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up, one there. On to first, a double play. So digging in now, Dennis Bacon. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball. Now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kivlahan giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Digging in, Lucius Hipper. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Pulled toward right center field. James on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. This one pretty well.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
game's futures.
Batting second, left fielder, Dennis.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hedrick will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. A chance now to take a look at how the home team. So striding in, Dennis Bacon. He flew out in his last at bat.
Bacon.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Allen is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
God damn it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Russell Siger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Digging in, Dennis Bacon. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation, and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Shields on third. Romero at second. Avilas is over at first with one away. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 delivery. And another foul ball.
God damn it.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Hedrick. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third, as this should get him on the board. And to score from third, the tying run.
Obviously, he's hoping for more
I'll take it.
there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Into the box, Luke Gonzalez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. This one's flared toward left center. Bacon moving forward. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but ready for another shot now. Dennis Bacon earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Mississippi rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Ozzie Arrojo notches his 3rd win of the year. Jason Hirsch hammers down the save. It's time for baseball. Steve Lintner, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Allen, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Bacon ranging back, still going back. Gone!
Wow, not every call is going to go your way.
So stepping in, Casey Bassett. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Bacon coasts under it, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Bay Bears lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Dennis Bacon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Number 28.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Story. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Story.
Hit in the air out to left field. Bacon waits on it, and that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Bay Bears on top, 3-0. At the plate, Tyler Tiskevich. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Tyler Tiskevich.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bacon is under it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Leading off the inning, Dennis Bacon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. Braswell right there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Striding in, Dennis Bacon. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Bacon.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Number 28.
The 3-2 pitch. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
First baseman, number 22.
Now batting, Bobby Friedman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. In now, Elliot Cornell. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Bacon over at second. Friedman at first. 2 out in the inning. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up.
Jonathan Allen will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Bacon sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in now, Steve Story. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Story.
The 0-1 pitch. This is in the air to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Bay Bears lead it 3-1. Standing in, Dennis Bacon is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Dennis Bacon.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Story coasts under it. 1 out.
Shit. Oh well.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. Mobile jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Roberto Mota earns the win, his second. Lee Moreland earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt. The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight. Stepping up now, Nolan Fontana, hitting at an even .220 on the year. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Play, and there are 2 gone now. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, daytime road game for them. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
Stepping in, Dennis Bacon. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Dennis Bacon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. Braswell takes it in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dennis Bacon. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he is in there.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Coming to the plate now, Killian Quick.
Now batting, number 28.
Just got a piece up the line.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
He can't come up with it. At the plate, Juan Spanos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 3-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Now at the plate, Chad Shields.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Chad Shields.
Come on, right back to the mound. And he'll flip this one onto first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. Stepping up to the plate, Chet Braswell. He flew out in his last at bat. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit in the air to left. He takes the turn and heads for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Damn it.
Into the box now, Casey Bassett comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Casey Bassett.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Bacon going back to the track, to the wall.
And it's out of here, son of a bitch.
To lead off the inning.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing.
Settling in now, Tyler Tiskevich. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fly ball to straightaway left. Bacon has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Dennis Bacon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit hard to third. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
Hey, Caden, welcome.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those.
Here's Jabari Blash. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bacon on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Mississippi leads it 4-2. Digging in once again, Dennis Bacon. He singled his last time up.
Bacon.
From the stretch. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Runner's on his way to third.
Out in front here is this one scorched, foul to the left.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Bassett ranging into shallow right. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage. And
that was everybody today who's watching. He's having to be watching.
You're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Killian Quick will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mississippi's out in front, 4-2. Ready for another shot now. Nolan Fontana. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Fly ball to straightaway left. Bacon. He brings it in, and on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Striding in once again, Steve Story. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they are back in the win column again. They take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score today. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Brian Mortero gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jason Hirsch wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Bay Bears, 2 runs.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Warren Quick, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Dennis Bacon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
Bobby Friedman.
The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hedrick is there. One down. Long throw to third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
3 runs already home here. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. In time.
God damn it. I need to really stop listening to the manager.
I think they're going to continue trying to apply pressure on this pitcher who has struggled. But the problem here is that by getting caught, you've basically gotten him off the hook. He's not getting a lot of outs, so I think you have to let your hitters keep swinging up there.
Digging in to try it again, Dennis Bacon. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Friedman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. To short.
All right, you're here.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Fontana. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Relay.
Bacon is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Ready for another chance, Jonathan Allen.
Now batting, right fielder.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bacon is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dennis Bacon. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hedrick has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Settling in now, Chet Braswell. He singled his last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Two.
Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
Ready once again, Dennis Bacon. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight.
Bacon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Allen. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go down without a...
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-5 tonight's final. The game's futures. Now at the plate, Steve Story took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Steve Story.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bacon is in his tracks now. 1 gone. Standing in, Dennis Bacon, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Bacon.
First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Come
Hit
on,
on
D,
the ground
come
to
on.
third. Bassett comes up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Dennis Bacon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Dennis Bacon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
That's the Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
The batter.
Digging in now, Killian Quick. He reached on a single in his first try. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in, Bobby Friedman.
First baseman number 22.
No, I'm not stealing base. I'm not.
And that misses 1-1.
Come on, you
Sharp
can beat it,
ground
you
ball
can beat
to
it.
third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On to the top of inning number 5. Into the box, Dennis Bacon. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Number 28.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Bobby Friedman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Elliot Cornell. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Hedrick has it in his sights. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8th inning coming up. Now batting, Russell Siger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This one's flared out toward left. Bacon moving in, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Dennis Bacon. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Way out in front. Moreland uses a split-fingered fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working. And I'd imagine as a hitter, it's always in the back of your mind. The second for 1. Back to first. And a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right?
A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own.
And with that, folks, I will see y'all later.